Hello. I'm back. Okay, guys, so today I'm making another video. This is a very, very important video. And I think I need to work on this lighting. Just give me 1 second. Let me just fix this lighting. Okay, so thank you for coming in. You know how this goes. When you come in, I always ask that everyone who joins me, they check in by saying hi, say hi. Okay, everyone who comes in, come in to the chat room and say hi. Introduce yourself. Okay, so we have 3 people in the room. Hello. Okay, guys, so are you gonna come and say hi, or are you just like spies and, you know, looking to see? Okay, Andre, thank you for coming in. Okay, there's 2 more people. Are you gonna come in and say hi? All right. For those, some of you, I know there's 4 people in the chat room. Okay, Special K, thank you for saying hi. There's still 2 more people. There's still 2 more people here that I'd like to say hi, introduce yourself. Need to know you're not perps. There's 5 people. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so today's video is a very design passion. Thank you for saying hi. Okay, there's 2 more people. You still haven't said hi. Okay, so today's video is a very, very important video. Okay, if you have been put into this program, okay, if you've been, and thank you for liking this video. So this is what I want you to do. I want those of you who know about the targeting program, who are victims of targeting, I need you to write down certain things. Get a pen and paper, and I need you to write down certain things. If you are serious about this program, if you are serious about proving, thank you for joining us. If you're serious about proving what is happening to you, what has happened to you, I need you to write down, get a pen and paper, and write down what you need to write down. Okay? Because I have proven my case. Not only have I proven my case, I've proven that I'm not mentally ill. Okay, so then Woody, you have this video, that's okay. You have this video and you're going to go back when you get time and you get a pen and paper, you're going to go back and you're going to write down everything I tell you. Okay? Because we're not going to, you're going to do this one way and you're going to do it the right way. And I've always said from day one, if you're serious about getting out of these programs, yes, you're dealing with devils. First and foremost, you are dealing with devils. After the devils, you're dealing both religious and non-religious devils. Then you're dealing with the criminals that work for the devils. I'm not even holding it back anymore because the hell I've been through for 17 years. I am not holding it back anymore. Okay? Then you're going to understand the criminals that work for the devils. Okay? Because there are criminals who work for these damn devils to get this shit done. If you want to prove, it's going to cost you. Okay? It is going to cost you, and it's going to cost you a lot of money. It cost me a lot of money. Okay? But at least I can prove today I am not mentally insane. Okay? And this has happened to me for 17 years. Okay? I have hard, solid evidence. I made the other videos telling you what you need to do. You need to go back and look at my other videos. That gives you, I give you in those videos hard, grounded ways to find out things you need to find out. Okay? During your discovery phase. Do not come to me and tell me that you're never able to figure out who did this to you. Because if hi Dawn, would you like me to make you the moderator? Tell me if you want me to make you the moderator, okay? And I'll make you the moderator, okay? So Dawn, let me know if you want me to make you the moderator in the chat room, and I'll make you the moderator. And thank you for checking in. Okay? Just let me know, type in yes or no. Okay? So listen, I need you to get a pen and paper. No thanks? Okay, that's fine. So listen, here's what I found out today. I paid a lot of money to get professional. There's several different kinds of audits. And I've told you this 100 times. I've told you 100 times. Okay? If you are serious about this program, what you will do not buy any type of equipment that you haven't tested that's going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. Don't do it. Okay? I've always said this to you. Don't do it. I've always grounded you, and I've always said to you, what you need are forensic reports. I'm going to say it again. What you need are forensic reports. Okay? You need to get bug sweeps done in your homes. Bug sweeps by TCSM professionals, technology and counter surveillance measures professionals, are court ready. Okay? They are court ready documents. They are court ready. Okay, number one. And they can trace out, they can audit out who, what, when, and where it's coming from. I've always said that to you. That is the first thing you need to do. That, depending on what state you're in, can cost you anywhere between $1,200, and depending on the size of your property, it goes up because it's by square footage. That's the first thing you need. Okay? Look, the second thing you need is you need to get body scans. Okay? Now you're going to have to find the right TCSM professionals that have the equipment, and the equipment have to be $100,000. Okay? I'm the only one telling you these things. Don't get angry at me because you have to pay for it. Look, this shit is not fair. Okay? It is not fair. But when it comes to your health, when it comes to your peace, when it comes to your job, when it comes to, good for you, Woody, when it comes to your community and how the way your community sees you, when it comes to your character and character assassination, when it comes to blacklisting, I've been through it all. I've been through it all. Okay, so I know what I'm talking about. You're going to need the forensic reports that determines whether or not you have signals hitting your body or signals coming off your body. Okay, that's going to cost you. A good, some do H scatter. The reason why I don't, H scatter is good, but they have to have $100,000 equipment. Okay, because we're dealing with serious criminals here. You're gonna need equipment that costs $100,000. If the equipment is like $10,000 and $20,000, they're gonna miss a lot of devices, and they may tell you, "Oh, you have nothing in you," when you don't, when you actually do. So 8 scatter is one way. If you're gonna go 8 scatter, you make sure the equipment is $100,000. I am giving you the groundwork of how you prove your case. If you're not gonna go through 8 scatter and you're gonna go through a TCSM professional, some of them do body scans. Because remember, they gotta do some of these scans too for these celebrities, for presidents, for prime ministers. They do these things. Because don't think these criminals don't try to do the same shit to them too. Diplomats, okay? If you're gonna go the route of a TCSM professional, he or she has to be in the business 20 years. They have to work for major corporations, okay? They have to work for major corporations, and they have to work for major governments. It has to be $100,000 equipment, okay? That's the second type of scans you need. The third type of scans you need, and this is very important, and the reason why this is extremely important is because before they can infiltrate your body, before they can begin the phase 1, which is the monitor and the surveillance, before they can do the phase two, which is moving into your community with the slander campaign. That is your job. That is your family. That is your community where you live. That is your apartment building. That is those around you. Before they can do all of that, the first thing they do is hack you electronically. I'm going to say this again. The first thing they do is hack you electronically. I'm going to say this again. Before they put you in phase one, which is the covert surveillance, they have to hack you electronically. And when they hack you electronically, they have to get access to your government ID, your banking records, your address, your email address, photos of you, medical records, anything that could tell them who you are and anything that would matter in a government database. Why is this important? Because before they begin to monitor you, they need to have a compiled amount of information on you. What they do with this information when they hack you is they buy and sell this information. I'm going to say this 100 times until you TIs get it. It is not a sky demon, although these people are devils. There is no ifs, ands, or buts that they're devils. They are devils. But before the sky demons, before the military, before you claim it's this one, it's this one, it's this one, and it's this one, it starts with hackers. I am going to say this because I know this. I'm not saying this because I'm thinking that this is it. I am not saying this because I assume that this is this. I am not saying this because I dreamt it and I had a vision. I am saying this because I have hard, court, ready evidence to prove this. Okay? I'm going to say this again. The most important thing you need, the most important thing you need is to get all your computers with your emails. Anything that has to do with your emails, because now they use emails to authenticate a lot of things. People use their emails to authenticate social media. All these things are linked. When they hack your emails, okay, they get access to all your social media accounts, your banking information, your address, your taxes, your medical records. Think about the amount of information that goes in your emails. And they buy and sell this on the dark web. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. They hack your emails. That is the first thing they do. They data mine your email for everything that will tell them about you, including your passwords. And changing your passwords doesn't help. Okay? In your emails, you have things like your taxes. You have things like renewing your state and federal ID. You have things like job searches. If you know you're applying for jobs and you're not getting responses, like I just opened a Fiverr account, I just opened an Upwork account, and as soon as I opened the account, I started to get callbacks. From the time they got access to my account, and I'm telling you this not because I am making this up, I am telling you this because I have the hard evidence to prove it. Okay? I stopped getting job offers from Fiverr and from Upwork. And I just started getting a bunch of criminals and perps trying to get me to do business with them. Okay? I'm going somewhere with this. The third and most important scam that you're going to need, okay, and there is no one telling you this out there. None of the TIs are telling you what I'm telling you to do. I am the one that's telling you. Okay? If your innocence and your sanity and your family and your name is important to you, You're going to spend the money to prove your innocence, because I know what they do. I know what they do to destroy you. I know. I know what they do. Okay? I know the kinds of things that they do. Okay, so the most important type of scan. So before they begin phase one, which would flag you in the government system, is they have to hack you. I'm going to say it again. The most important scan you need, okay, is a digital scan. You need digital audits done of your cell phone, of your laptop, of your desktop. Okay, this is going to run you between $1,000 to $2,000. This is where it starts. Some are going to say, but this happened to me before the internet. Okay, before social media and these kinds of things. Okay, so then, sorry, your issue would be the other two, which is you need to get someone to surveil your property and you need to get your body scanned. Okay, it's a lot of forensic reports you need. I'm telling you the different kinds. So I paid, and I'm not going to tell you too much, but I'm going to do a breakdown of some of the things they found. And I'm making this video to document these things, okay? I would like for you to share this video everywhere. You like it and you share it. So I had the forensic scan done, okay? This is the digital scan, which is all my tech devices, okay? Some of the things they found was fake Skype addresses, okay? Let me summarize it first. They've summarized the reports, and I got it back today, and the summary report said, you and all your personal information we found being bought and sold on the dark web. Being bought and sold on the dark web. This is not from Experian. This is the actual audits. What Experian does is they do a preliminary search and they scan the dark web and they find whether or not your information is being traded and they let you know. This goes in a lot deeper than just, oh, we found your information here circulating on the dark web. No, these audits tell you that you're being trafficked on the dark web. Okay? These audits tell you that you are being bought and sold on the dark web. This is why I said to you in previous videos, go pull your rap sheet. Because if criminals have access to your records and someone is trying to get their asses out of trouble, they could easily go on the dark web and buy your information. I'm going to give out this address and I don't care. Okay? One of the scans that I did, I don't give a damn, but one of the scans that I did is I found out in New York City, hold on, give me 1 second, let me just do the search. Yeah. I found out in New York City, someone has my name and my address, and they live in New York. I've never lived in this address before. It's 631 West 157th Street, apartment 1Z, New York, New York, 10031. I have never lived on 152nd Street in New York. Okay? All right. So, the summary of the scans. Is anyone here? Are you guys still here? Are you guys still watching? Are you still following? So I'm doing this to make sure that you guys are. Yep. But now, good. But now what I need you to do is don't just let the perps work with the hackers, okay? The perps who target you and follow you on the ground, whether they're medical perps, whether they're from government employees, whether they're college perps, whether they're homeless perps, whether they're community perps. There's a bunch of different kind of perps. They all work with the hackers. The first thing that happens in this program is a data breach. The second thing they do is they flag you in the federal system. You get flagged. This is what brings in the police to monitor you. And you know the police, they're not going to believe you're innocent. You know how they are. And some of them know about these programs. Some of them probably participate in this. I don't know. Or some of them are paid off to pretend like, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Okay? They flag you in the system. Let me say this again. The hackers breach your information, flag you in the system. That puts the police involved. Depending on the type of flag, they could flag you all the way up to government. Okay? When the feds are involved, that's where you get the heavy kind of monitoring. Okay? Then you enter phase one. Phase one is where they monitor you and you don't know. Phase two is when they let you know you're being monitored. Phase two is when you're being monitored, you're already hacked, but they've already put. This is when you begin to see, hey, wait, why is this person taking my picture? Why is this person following me? This is phase two. Phase two, that when they hack you, they need to put a face to the identity. They need to know where you are at all times. Okay? So that way, when they're doing their crimes using your information, okay, they can get away with it. That is phase two. When they realize you recognize, you get put into phase three. Phase three is where they bring your community involved. They pay your family members. They already know from phase two your daily activities of living, whether you go to school, you go to church, you go to the gym, where you work, your colleagues, your bank. They know everything about you. And that's when they begin to go into these places and begin to bribe people and pay them off to monitor you, or they bring them trumped up, lying ass, fake ass paperwork and say, see, this person, look, we have to monitor this person. Meanwhile, it's all a crime. Meanwhile, it's all criminal activity. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you. They say, look, see, we have this paperwork. It's all fake. And we need you to monitor this person. We will pay you. Don't let them know. They're bribing. They begin to bribe people to monitor you. Okay? So we need you to monitor this person. We'll pay you, okay? And just report back to us. When they show up for work, let us know. When they leave work, let us know. And then they pay the people. Then you begin to find out. People, that's phase three. All around you, people were being bribed. People are given houses. People are given cars. They went from poor and broke, and all of a sudden they're driving expensive cars and they're wearing expensive clothes. And you're like, I've known you for 100 years. Where'd you get the money? All of a sudden, their family members, if they were in jail, they get out of jail. All of a sudden, you're like, hey, wait, where did you get this money from? I'm just telling you how it works. Okay, and by that time, when you're in phase three, usually they've already destroyed you to the point where you have to either live on the street or you live in the shelter system. It's all criminal. I'm just letting you know. It's all criminal. Okay? By that time, you're either about to foreclose on your home because you can't get work because they hacked your email. So all the job applications you're sending out, they're rerouting all those emails so you never get them. If you work on the computers and you know you have business projects and all these things on the computers, they steal all of it. This is how they stole all my intellectual property. Okay? It's not even a conspiracy at this point. Okay? And then they're able to download God knows what, backdoor it onto your computer. Backdoor God knows what. Meanwhile, you have no clue. And these kinds of things they download onto your computer is what flags government databases like NSA, like FBI. I'm telling you. This is how you get flagged in the system. And then what they do is they run around on the street and they say that person's the pedophile. Meanwhile, they backdoor into your cell phone and your computer, download a bunch of child porn onto your computer, then take the pictures and run and say that person, we busted that person in a child porn thing. Meanwhile, they're the ones who downloaded it onto your computer. I'm not playing. I'm telling you. I'm not playing. I am telling you what you need to do to save your ass. Okay? What you need to do to protect your ass. Because a good forensic audit will show that you were not the one who downloaded any sort of file that would flag the system. Let me tell you something. If you download porn and you download child porn onto your computer, that flags the system. A forensic audit is life or death because they can unmask any masking program where they hide their IP address and they hide where they are when they're downloading shit onto your computer, because this is how they do the slander campaigns. I'm just telling you how it works. This is how they do their slander campaigns and how to protect your ass. Okay? This is not a joke. Okay? Because when they're going in the community and saying you're a pedophile and saying you're a child molester, and people are believing that shit, you better believe that they're taking something to show the people to say, look, we have to monitor this person because we found this. Phase 3. So we'll pay you this money. So what we'll need, meanwhile, the whole thing is a criminal operation. The whole thing is criminal. Okay? From start to finish, it's criminal. So they backdoor into your computer using cloud, and before cloud, backdoor into your computer using masking their IP addresses and using remote access tools, remote desktop access tools. Okay? They backdoor into your computer and they data dump. They dump porn, they dump shit because they need to be able to discredit you. They're not just going to lie and tell someone this person is this person. No, they got to be able to show people a whole scheme. You understand? Oh, look, see, we need to monitor this person. So, yada, 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 yada. This is why I said in the previous video, stop being lazy. Go get your rap sheet. Go to your headquarters of your police department. Pull your goddamn federal rap sheet. Because if you're in this program, you're trafficked on the dark web. Those of you that think, oh, it's coming from the prison and it's coming from this and it's coming from this, I'm telling you right now, no, you are being those of you who are virtually raped, you are being trafficked and sold into sex slavery, into porn on these dark websites, on the dark web. I'm going to say it again. You are being trafficked on the dark web and you're being trafficked worldwide. Okay, I have audits of 50 countries. Okay, 50 fucking countries. Angola in Africa, West Africa, Kenya in Southeast Africa. Most of my audits are coming out of Eastern Europe. I have Czech Republic, Slovenia, Slovakia, Ukraine, Belarus, Russia. Moving on to Europe, I have Belgium, I have Holland, I have Sweden, Norway, Denmark, I have England, I have Great Britain, I have China, Saudi Arabia, Guam, Belarus, I said Belarus, Brazil, Colombia, Honduras. I can't remember the name of the countries. It's about 30 to 50 countries. New York, I found the audits in New York, close to the mayor's office and City Hall. 2 places in New York, close to City Hall, and 1 next to the mayor's office. Okay, next to the police headquarters. Okay, these are audits. Okay? Okay, so in order for them to successfully slander you, they got to be able to do something to flag that system. And this is why some of you are literally under federal watch. Because the criminals did something to flag your name and your identity in federal databases that triggered the feds. And they're doing all of this from cloud, all of this because they hacked your email, all of this because they were able to go into your email, data mine your email, get information, send in criminals on the ground, monitor you on the ground, get your location, find out where you work, find out who your family is, begin to pay people off to take money, so people could be able to monitor you in the name of security. The whole thing is criminal. Okay? And then by phase 3 to phase 4, you've lost your job. You don't know why. You're about to lose your home. You'll end up in the homeless shelter. Once they get you in the homeless shelter, you're done for. Okay? You are done for. Because one of the questions they ask you before you enter that homeless shelter is, they ask you, you sure you don't have any family members to stay with? The moment you say no, you're done for. Okay? You're done for. Okay. So, some of the things that they found in the audits. They found fake Skype accounts. I looked at the Skype accounts. I said, that's not mine. Fake Skype accounts, fake Gmail accounts. I have 3 or 4 USB devices. They found over 30 USB devices. Okay? They found this computer that I'm speaking to you on is 4 months old. 4 months. Listen to what I'm telling you. 4 months old. They found over 200,000 window events on this desktop. That's 4 months old. 4 months old. That's not possible. Okay, gets better. They found over 400 intrusions into my cloud. Does anyone know what Tor networks are? You know, torrent URLs. Tors are what you use, okay, when you want to mask your IP address. And it's usually used when you're accessing the dark web. The deep web is where 90% of corporations and companies that have, businesses are. 10%, 90% of it is the deep web. Then you have a 6%, which is what we use, okay? And then there's 4%, which is purely criminal. It is purely criminal. That's the dark web. And they use Tor to mask their identity. But what they fail to realize is that Tor was created by the NSA. And if the NSA creates a program to mask, they have a program to unmask. So there's no such thing as, let me let you know right now, there is no such thing on the internet as encryption. None, I'm telling you. And there's no such thing as masking your IP address, because they have protocols that they can use to unmask who you are. They found 4 torrent URLs that was being used to access the dark web with my information. Not only is my information being trafficked on the dark web, I am being trafficked on the dark web. How lovely. As for emails, they found EML X files, about 25. I don't use Microsoft at all, so that could, let me drill down to the data and see. For Outlook, I don't use Outlook at all, but it depends. It could be incoming. That's about over 20. Now, here's the part that bothers me. This is the part that really bothers me. This desktop, and they found this on this desktop that's 4 months old. I only use this desktop for very few activities, very few. Okay? This is 4 months old. Okay? 4 months. And I have at most about 12 to 13 photos on this desktop. No more than that. They found over 190,000 photos. This is one of my gravest concerns. Okay? I am very concerned about this, because that number for a device that's 4 months old is extremely high. I am extremely concerned about, yeah, thank you, Special Key. I am extremely, any IT technicians in the room, I am extremely, and if anyone has any understanding why a person would be concerned, having a device that's 4 months old and they data mine and find close to 200,000 photos, what's the first thing? Can anyone guess? What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear 200,000 pictures? And you know it's illegal activities going on across all your devices. What's the first thing you hear? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Could anyone write it down there? I need someone to write down in the chat box. What's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear there's close to 200,000 photos on your devices? No one's going to write it? No one? No one's going to answer? No? Okay. Well, I'll leave that there. Okay, so they found 142 videos. Okay, so that could be YouTube. See, okay, that could be YouTube, right? Then they found over 40 Chrome downloads. Okay. I'm like, okay, Chrome downloads? Okay, I've only let's see. Indigenous says, Constance fine. No, think about what I'm telling you. Think of the kind of slander campaigns. Think about the kinds of things they say about victims in this program to mask that it's criminal activities doing this. Okay? Think about pictures, what I'm telling you. Bingo. Bingo. Now, did everyone see Woody's post? Bingo. That's the first thing that came to my mind. So you can imagine, I am not happy. Okay? I am not happy. I am not happy. I am not happy. Because they would have had to have done something to flag me in the government database, to get the government and the police to do their dirty work. You see what I'm saying? In a device, I'm gonna go over this video. In a device that's 4 months old, I just bought this device, it's 4 months old. Of course they are. Of course they are. Indigenous just said, you mean that they are sending this info out about people in these programs? Listen, you just came into the room, that's why. Okay, I detailed how they do it and how the program works and what you need to prove that A, you're sane, and B, this is actually happening, so that you could take this to court and prove your case, okay? Yes, they have to have something. How do you think that these people are capable of getting the public to believe the bullshit about you? They have to do shit and put dirty shit on you and then run to people in your community and say, look, we need to monitor this person. Exactly. We need, then blessings come from faith. You have to do what I said to do. You got to find the money and you have to do what I said to do, because it will prove whether or not you're innocent. Okay, I said that. So they found close to 200,000 photos on a 4-month-old device. They said, look, they said, even if it's from other websites, they said it's still way too high. It gets better. I never use Internet Explorer. Never. Okay? When I tell you never, I never. I don't use Internet Explorer. I don't like the interface. It's just something I just don't like. I never use it. They found that they were using Internet Explorer, which is Microsoft, close to 200 times. And then they had close to 800 times activities on Internet Explorer. I never use Internet Explorer. Safari is another one that I never use. Never, 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 and never. They found over 3,000 access points on Safari. As a matter of fact, I don't even have Safari downloaded on any of my devices. Okay? I don't even have it on my devices. Internet Explorer, it comes with Windows. I don't even have Safari on my devices. Web history gets good. They found web history and they flagged these. These are flags. I'm not going to go into everything they found, but some of the things I'm doing this because I need you to understand. I'm making a point. They found over 24,000 deleted items in web history. Okay? They found deleted emails, 52. Okay, it should be way more if it's me. Then get this. Get this. This is one of the things that's really lovely. Remote desktop, I've only authorized. I'm gonna tell you what to do, but it's not gonna be free. I'm going to tell you what to do to prove your innocence, because every person deserves to prove their innocence. Okay? Remote desktop access. Do you know what remote desktop access is? It means that someone who is remotely somewhere else can access your computer. Usually you have to give them access. Listen, I've only given access to my computer one time, and that was to get forensic work done once. I'm not stupid and dumb enough to give people remote access to my goddamn computer. Do you want to know how many times they found remote accessing on my computer? Over 300 times. They've accessed my school's email, my school's account. Now I know for a fact they were trying to fail me in one of my classes because they accessed the online website for my school, because I do online schooling, and I literally was like, they're changing my grades for me to fail. I ended up getting a B in the class, but I had to bust my ass, and they kept fail every time I took the test. The answers would come back. I would literally see the correct answers and they would mark it wrong. I kid you not. I was like, this is madness. This is the correct answer, and they would literally mark it wrong, and it was fail, 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 failed. They were literally. No, it's okay. I don't mind if you curse. They deserve a good cursing too. They deserve more than a good. They need to be hanged, these people. They need to be hanged. Not just hanged. They need to be, anyway, I can't say that on live TV, on live. Okay, so then it goes to the cell phone. Okay? On my cell phone, they had remote access on my cell phone now. Are you ready for this? 24,000 times on my cell phones. And most of you, your monitoring is done on your cell phone. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Sorry about that. So, on the cell phone, 24,000 times. Okay? Most of you are being monitored through cell phones. Okay? Using the body area networks and the body area controllers. I am telling you, and I'm not pretending, I'm not making, this is not a joke. You are being bought and sold on the dark web. I don't want to hear this is not even a joke anymore. I don't want you to say it's a conspiracy. I don't want you to say it's a sky fairy. I don't want you to say, oh, it's the all of that, all the demons are involved too. But the physical transaction are being done on the dark web. You are being bought and sold using cryptocurrency to mask their purchases on the dark web. You are on porno sites on the dark web. You are being trafficked on the dark web. Your information is being sold on the dark web. Okay? All of your targeting emanates from there. Cloud services, 400 over 400 times, which is a lot. Okay? Because they were able to find that they were accessing using remote access tools. And one of the tools they used was what they call Cypher. You can go Google this tool. Okay? IP. Let me write it down so you know. This is the tool that they used to try to hide what they were doing. Cypher. Okay? Encryption, they found 4 types of encryption because they wanted to encrypt the data so they thought no one could find them, but they were unmasked. Okay? There is no such thing as encryption. Let me let you know. There is no such thing as Tor that can mask your IP address and mask who you are. There is none. They'll find you. They'll find you. They'll find you. Let me give you advice. It's the NSA that created Tor. And if the NSA can create a masking tool to mask your IP address, you think the NSA is dumb enough not to be able to unmask where your ass is? Hello. There's a lot more I can go into, but I just wanted to give you that. So I have the federal records. I have the federal records that show that my documents were being hacked and manipulated to get me into trouble. I have a rap sheet with someone in a courtroom that's not me. I have an address in Harlem that I've never lived in. I have audits of 50 countries that are monitoring me, and networks that are trying to access my phone in about 50 countries. Okay? Some of those countries I've been to, and not just the countries I've been to, the exact places I've been to. Okay? I have the forensic audits of all my devices, which proves people are accessing my devices, and I need to know what websites am I on, what websites do they have backdoored into my devices, what websites they have backdoored onto my laptop, my 4-month-old computer. I went and I looked up 3 of my old email addresses going back to 1999, all the way back to like 1999. 2 of them on the dark web. 2 of them are on the dark web. These are email addresses I closed out years ago. 2 of them on the dark web. Okay. What else? So I have the medical records. I have the scans for my body that proves I have devices in my body. I have the x-rays, the MRIs to show the actual devices. I have the scans that prove the devices are there. I have the actual records. I have the actual audits that prove. The audits that prove that people are backdooring into my network and selling me and my information on the dark web. And I have it from a federally regulated government regulated credit bureau, and I also have it from a top-notch forensic company. What's the moral of the story? Indigenous, thank you. Was it free? Nope. It cost me everything I had to do this, and I still have more money to spend because I have more audits to get done, and I'm not going to go into detail about it. But when it comes to your innocence, when it comes to you proving your innocence, you got to find the goddamn money to do it. You got to find the money to do it. Okay? A piece of advice. Everyone needs to go to their bank. And I'm telling all TIs, you're being bought and sold using cryptocurrency on the dark web. I didn't stutter. You could tell me it's the Archons and the aliens. They're involved in it too. But you're being bought and sold along with your information on the dark web. And there are ways to prove it. If you need to take your case to court, do not let anyone come to you and tell you, I can help you do this if you give me this $2,000, or if you buy this necklace, or buy this device, or buy this, or buy this. All that is bullshit. You need forensic evidence. Okay? I'm the only one telling you this. You need hardcore forensic evidence from reputable companies that's been in the business 20 years or longer. No one else. Get that done first. Everything is secondary. I'm giving you guys all of this information for free. Okay? You guys don't know how I'm doing. You guys don't know if I have a cent to my name. Okay? It's cost me everything to get here. But this is my innocence. I don't have a penny to my name, and I'm not complaining. This is my innocence. Okay? This is my name. This is my credibility. This is my innocence. And for 17 years, I've been saying I'm innocent. And no one believed me. I've gone through the homeless system because they set me up and pushed me into the fucking homeless system and tried to murder me. Ran out of the country, left the country, was stalked by the fucking, what I want to say, but I can't say it on this video, these churches. Okay? What I want to say, but I cannot say. What I really want to say about these churches. Okay? What I would like to say about these churches. Okay? But I'm not going to say it. Okay? Because they're involved. Anyway, I come here and I give you guys this information. Let me tell you something. Okay? The kind of information I'm giving you, people don't give this shit out for free. They don't. They get this, they find this shit out, they get it done, and they leave your ass in the dust. And they don't look back on TIs. They don't. They'll tell you do this and do this and do this and make you spend $100,000, $200,000. I know people that spend so much money. Okay? I know people that spend so much money, hundreds of thousands of dollars, prove their cases and got nowhere because the people were a bunch of fucking frauds. And I'm telling you, the kinds of people you need to be in front of, and the kinds of people you need to get the type of reports done, because it will prove that this shit is real, it's happening, you're being trafficked, and your information is being trafficked, and who's doing it. Okay? I'm the one telling you this for free. Okay? That's what I needed you to know. Are there any questions that you'd like me to answer? Take this information and do what I said to do. Find the money. Some of you might need to do the body scans first. Some of you may need to do I think you should do the digital scans first of your computer, your laptop, and your cell phones. I think you should do that first because that's where the bulk of this is coming from. The second scan you do is your home. Okay? Your home, and a good TCSM professional could do your whole neighborhood and tell you all your neighbors that are involved. They'll tell you all your neighbors. who got devices set up in their homes, and they'll tell you in your community where they put those devices in your community. A good professional will tell you, audit down and tell you it's coming from this pole, that wire under there, this electrical circuit, this your electricity through your Con Edison. Listen, has it helped me? What do you think, Connective? Why do you think I'm making this video? Has it helped me? Seriously, asking me, has it helped me? No one. There's a scripture in the Bible. I'm going to put it this way. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, I'm out of the program 90%. The other 10% was to prove that these devils are liars. And I did it. Okay? I'm not going to go too much into everything else that I'm doing. I am not going to tell you do something that is not going to work. I'm only telling you to do stuff that's going to work. I'm telling you to do things that's going to work. I'm not telling you to do shit that's not going to work. Okay? I'm not going to give you the runaround and tell you buy this device that's $10,000 and then you put it on and it works for 2 days and then the device doesn't work. And then you can't find the person who sold you the device. I'm not going to tell you go into this thing and do a class action lawsuit and it's just a bunch of jealousy and envy and fighting and you get nowhere. I'm not going to tell you these TI groups go and give them your money and then 12 years later you never see a lawsuit. I am not telling you that. If that's what you want, go there. I am telling you the hard cold facts of how to get your shit done. And I'm telling you the kinds of people you need to go see. Okay? Exactly. Okay? Okay? That, of course. Connective. Of course. This is why I'm telling you to get this done. This is all court ready. This is all court ready, court admissible forensics. I'm not playing with, I don't play games. I'm not these TI fake ass people out here telling you to do shit that's going to get thrown out in the courts. I'm not telling you that. I'm not telling you get anything that's going to be tossed out in a court. And I can't say any more about that because this is live. Okay? So, and I'm not angry with you. I'm not angry with you. Okay? You didn't see the beginning of the video. Okay? So everything I'm telling you, yeah, I'm not angry with you, not at all. But you didn't see the beginning of the video. But everything I'm telling you to do, I said to you, it's not going to be cheap because the mess they put you in, the mess that you put in, there's no way for you to get out of it without you spending money. And it's going to cost you money. And the 3 kinds of audits you need. You're going to need surveillance of your property. That kind of audits is going to let you know a lot of things when they do those audits down and they audit it out to who, what, where, and where, when and where. The second type of audits is you're going to need for your body to let you know where the signals are coming in and where the signals are going out if you have any implants. They can audit those down and track it and tell you where those are coming from, because the FCC, you have to register all up to I can't even think about how to say it. They license out, that's what I'm saying. They license out all these frequencies. Okay? So you can go back and find out exactly who's piggybacking. The FCC can go in, find out, hey, this frequency, okay, someone is hijacking this frequency, and they send them, what they do is they contact them and they say, listen, someone is piggybacking off this frequency. This is illegal. Get off of this line. And all of a sudden, they stop assaulting you. Okay? The other thing you need to do is some of you need drone searches. Now, that's a whole lot of money. So you're going to need a drone auditor. And this person could do certain things and find out whether or not there are drones above your property. There are drones that follow you. They can audit down the drones, where the drones are coming from. The United States has drone laws. More lawsuits. Everything I'm telling you is court-ready forensics. And I'm not going into too much detail. I'm making these videos because I have to make sure the public knows that A, I'm innocent. B, they trafficked me on the dark web. They are sick, disgusting, fucking pieces of shit. And I don't take that back. They bought and sold my personal information, flagged me in the federal database. And if they can do these things, I can do what I need to do to prove it. Are there any questions? Okay. Let's see if I can answer any questions. Okay, so what he said, you're on point, and I know it. My old employers did it. That's usually part of it. Her husband said to me, I told her to leave that man alone. He said to me, I tried to market you. I'm talented at what I do. Yeah, they're everywhere. These people that are buying and selling people and tossing them on the dark web is everywhere. And this is why I say to parents, all the time, and no one listens to me. I say to parents, do not put photos of your children online. I'm going to say it again and they won't listen. Do not, if your child is 6, do not put images of your child who's 6 years old online. I am telling you, you don't know who's doing what online and what they can take that photo and do with it. They can take that photo, trace back that photo to your email address, hack your email address, track down that child and throw that child into the fucking dark web, into God knows what, from one fucking photo. Okay, I'm not joking. Do not put the photos of your children online. Okay, if your child is 16 years old and you have a 2-year-old photo of your child, that's one thing. But if your child is 6 years old, you're gonna put a 6-year-old photo, an actual photo of your child online. Just be very cautious. Okay, I'm just telling you. Okay, because you don't want to be like me, wondering what the hell happened to your child, and then you got to spend $10,000-$20,000 to figure all this shit out. Okay. Okay, so she worked for the government of Florida. I even heard a guy say he was getting paid. He could write a check to an account that has no money. Sorry for the jumping around. I'm blown. Okay, yeah, that's how it works. It's criminal networks. Or who you with, or someone in your family or love, these pedophiles will insinuate that it's them. Instead, it is no one other than the 6 stalkers. Absolutely. And pedophiles, I mean, all different kinds. You know the dark web and you know what's on there. So the moment you hear dark web and your information is circulating on the dark web, there's nothing good there. Okay, I'm just telling you, there's nothing good on the dark web. Okay, that's where you are, that's where I am. Okay. Okay, special case that I believe you. Oh my God, thank you for the info. I'm not giving you this kind of info for you to have knowledge. I'm giving you this info to act on it. Okay? Make sure you act on the info. Okay. Okay, so someone said child porn sex offender. That's basically what they do. Okay? That is what they do. Okay, selling dirty pics. For me, I've also been, if they're calling you things like whore and prostitute and stuff like that, that's because they probably have you on some porn site on the dark web, because they have, they're tracking you through your devices, your cell phone, your tablets, your computers, or hidden cameras in your home. These are perverse. Whenever you hear dark web, just think pure criminal activities and the darkest of the darkest of the darkest criminal activities. This is why I believe that cryptocurrency needs to be regulated. Why? Because it doesn't have any federal alphanumeric seal on it. You understand? Cryptocurrency was created as the mode of currency exchange on the dark web. If you know what the dark web is used for, you'll understand what cryptocurrency was used for. It was created as the mode of payment on the dark web. The dark web is when they want to pay hitmen to go take out people, when they want to do the insurance frauds, when they want to do the child trafficking, sex trafficking, child porn. There's nothing good on the dark web. This is why when you go there, when you go to the dark web, you get flagged in government security agencies. You get flagged when you go there. This is why they use things like Tor, but they're dumb because you can unmask the IP address in a Tor. There's no such thing as privacy on the internet. It's a freaking illusion. There's none. So they're thinking they're using Tor and torrent URLs to mask the ID. They're unmasking programs. You cannot hide. You understand? So they're idiots. There's no such thing as masking your activity to enter the dark web. Bullshit. Okay, I think I'm flagged for prostitution. They always have females looking like a whore come my way. Okay, what that tells me That tells me that you're on a porn website on the dark web. So you need to get this done. Okay? They send it through email downloads. Bingo. That's what they do. I woke up one morning and my friends overseas were in a group message that said, "This is your friend getting naked." I got a camera and snapshot all evidence on a chip. So if they delete it, this is good. You're on the dark web for sure. And a fast way to know if you're on the dark web is this website. Okay, that's the website. Or listen, both of them will tell you right away if you've been hacked and if you're on the dark web. Now, once they tell you and they tell you, yes, you've been hacked and you're on the dark web, it's your job to go pay to find out what is really taking place and where it's taking place and how is it impacting you in your life and everywhere you go. Okay? So now you know. All right, so what details in particular are they trafficking? They're trafficking all the information that's in your email, all your government identities, anything in your medical records. They can buy and sell you for insurance. Listen, go do your homework about the dark web and see what some of the TIs get murdered. So this is where they do the hits. The hits are paid in cryptocurrency. This is how they murder people. Okay, cryptocurrency, when they want to do things like drug raids, drug busts, all this shit, all that crap is there. But if you're in this program, you're being bought and sold on that same dark web. And they use your identification to do it. Go to these two websites. They will tell you if you're there. Do it. Don't be lazy. Just do it. Once they tell you it's there, then you have to pay the money to get the forensics. Okay? What about Facebook? Hell yes. Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook deleted 258 million fake accounts. You hear me? And from the time he deleted 258 million Facebook accounts, a lot of people they're targeting stopped. The electronic harassment stopped when he deleted you can go Google it, 258 million fake accounts. Yes, Facebook. Mine was done through LinkedIn, which is a professional site. Okay, before I was like, I'm not messing with Facebook. I'm only going to do LinkedIn because it's professional. That's the site they hacked. They hacked it through LinkedIn. Okay? Okay, no, Abdul, it's not 100% spiritual. It is not. It is not 100% spiritual. And I said that before. It is not 100% spiritual. It is physical. This is why I'm trying to shift the way you think. You have to get these audits done. You cannot go to a judge and say, "Oh, the demons are attacking me." They will throw you in a nut house. Okay, it is not spiritual. It is physical devils who are doing this shit to ruin you, murder you, and collect insurance. Okay? I'm going to say this again. It is criminals on the dark web who steal your identification, send out criminals to monitor you to make sure that they have the right person, do shit to flag you in government databases, pay off police officers, pay off people who work for government agencies. You understand? They hit you with directed energy weapons through your devices, your cell phones, your computers, all this shit. Okay? This is coming from the dark web. It is not 100% spiritual. Okay? Yes, there's a spiritual component because these people are devils. Okay? But it's physical things being done in the physical realm as well. And there are ways to prove it. Okay? So it's important that we get our heads out of the cloud. Yes, these people are devils. Yes, a lot of this is spiritual activity, but it's physical. Yes, but when you're going to prove these things, you need to prove, TIs need to prove that they're not mentally insane. You cannot go into a court of law saying, "Oh, some sky fairy hit me with directed energy weapons." No, you need a fucking drone audit done. You need your compound surveilled, and they need to give you audits back. What this device on this pole is what's assaulting you. This device down here that they put on your smart meter is what's assaulting you. This device in front of your home is where the audits are showing that you're being electrocuted. This app that they downloaded on the back end of your computer or the back end of your cell phone, and this is what they're using to hit you with directed energy weapons. Exactly. Insurance emails is a clear sign. So again, this is why you need to get these audits done. Did you copy the address? Have I been pawned? Goat, blessings come from faith. And this is the problem I have with Christians. Christians, listen. You guys are the hardest people. Did you go there? Okay. Did you put in all your old email addresses? Did you check? It tells you right away. Have I been pawned? Tells you right away if you're on the dark web. It tells you right away. Okay? So the fact that you keep getting insurance emails, you need to go check. All right? So this cost me everything. I don't have a penny to my name. Okay? But I don't care. My innocence, I had to prove. Fuck these pieces of shit. Okay? Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. And fuck them. They're pieces of shit, these people. They're sick, twisted pieces of shit. It cost me a hell of a lot of money to figure this shit out and to prove that they set me up to destroy me. Okay? But at least I have all the fucking evidence. All of it. Okay? If you are serious, thank you, Abdul. If you are serious about proving this is real, you got to do the types of audits I told you to do. All these types of audits are recognized in the courts. Okay? No one can tell you. The audits come back and they show you conclusively this is the shit that's going on. All of these audits are recognized in court. Okay? All of them. They are court admissible documents. Guys, thank you. Okay? Thank you for listening. It's not going to be cheap. It's not going to be free, but it's going to be worth it. Cover all your devices. Cover the cameras for your cell phones. Cover the cameras for your tablets. Okay? Yeah. They're evil. No, they're criminals. Oh, you're not Christian? Okay, because the tithe says blessings come from faith. I'm sorry. Well, whatever you are. I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay, I just saw blessing come from faith, and that's a very Christian thing to say. But Christians, I just need you to understand something, okay? Okay, look. Your Bible tells you everything is spiritual, spiritual, spiritual. When you're going into the courtroom, you need hard evidence, okay? You can't go into the courtroom and tell them, Jesus told me, hocus pocus, and they will lock your ass up and throw you in jail. And throw you in the nut house, okay? You need court admissible. You need hard court evidence, okay? Hard court evidence. Hard court evidence, okay? And I'm gonna tell you this, so that my next phase is I have to come up with $3,000 because I have another phase that I need to do, okay? So that's where I am, but I'm gonna spend every fucking dime I get to do this because fuck these assholes for 17 years. Do you know how many times I tried to start a company and these people railroaded me and I had no clue any of this shit was going on? I had a business partner, she disappeared in 2002, 2003, never seen her. And it's 2018, and I have no clue who this woman is. And all the audits. This is another website audit. Well, that one, I can't give you that right now. But seriously, okay? So guys, look, I gotta get off. I'm kind of tired. Yeah, that means I'm so sorry. That TI, yeah, you got to get these on. Just go to these two sites. These sites tell you Experian dark web scan tells you in 5 minutes it's there. Have I been pawned? Go through all email addresses you have, right? Thank you. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but thank you. Have I been pawned? Tells you, you put in all the emails you have and it'll tell you where the hacking took place and who did it, okay? But you got to get to the bottom, like how deep, after they hacked you, what did they do with the information they got, all right? Okay, hold on. All right, so I really hope that helped you. All right, so I got to kind of end the live stream because my live stream has been really long these days. All right, I'm glad it helped you. I hope this really helps you. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me. Luckily, there are no poops here, and fuck off, poops. Okay, but use the info I'm giving you. Okay, this is serious. This is stuff to help. This is life and death stuff. Okay, and I'm so sorry. You know, I'm going to tell you guys something. Some of you are going to be heartbroken when you discover it's your pastors and your deacons that sold you into these programs. Some of you are going to be heartbroken when you discover you're going to be heartbroken when you find out it's your fucking pastors and the deacons that sold you into these programs. You're welcome. All right, so let me get off because I'm kind of tired and it's 10 o'clock. Right? Yeah, but don't just thank me for giving you this information. Use it. If I could get this info, you can too. Yes, it's going to cost you. Listen, if you have to fucking take out a loan to do it, or if you have to bust your ass or work or freaking scrape up pennies or goddamn sell plastic bottles, this is your life, okay? This is your goddamn life. And you have the right to have a life that is happy and enjoyable. You have the right to have a husband love you or a wife love you and kids that love you. You do not deserve to have a life where family members are looking at you suspiciously, where your community members are looking at you like a fucking criminal. When you go into work, the people, your employees look at you like a goddamn criminal. You walk down the street and people grab their kids like they think you're a fucking criminal. Meanwhile, it's criminals doing this shit. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to be respected. You deserve to have a very good job. You deserve to be honored. You deserve to have a very good job with pay. You deserve to have your mortgage paid off. You deserve to have all the peace and the good things in this life. You do not deserve this. And some of you are going to be heartbroken when you discover it's your fucking pastors that sold your ass into these programs. Okay? Some of you are going to be very heartbroken when you discover it's your pastors who did this. Right? I am on this planet. I used to believe that, Abdul. But let me tell you something. I am on this planet. And even though I am passing through for 80, 90, 100 years, I am here. And I have the right to make my mark here. I have the right to own my own home. I have the right to own my own apartment. I have the right to work at a job that fulfills me. I have the right to have a husband that loves me. I have the right to have a kid that loves me. I have the right to have a community that respects me. I have the right when I say something, people respect what I say. I have the right to have peace when I sleep at night. I have the right to have privacy in my own home. I have the right to have my data protected. I have the right to be healthy. I am not just passing through here. I have value as long as I live here. And if I have the mindset that I'm just passing through, they could do whatever they want to do to me because I'm just passing through. No, I am here on this plane. And I am here to live and enjoy my existence on this plane. And fuck off if you think you're going to ruin me while I'm here. Okay? Okay? Fuck off. Not you. Not you. Not you, Abdul. I'm talking about these devils. Like, fuck off. Okay? You're trafficking people on the dark web. You're buying and selling people on the dark web. You're buying and selling the information and trafficking them on the dark web. You're sick pieces of shit. Okay? All right. So I guess you don't have any questions. It's already 1 hour, 19, 20 minutes. I'm going to get off. Oh, and another thing too. Some of the hacks, when you do the hacks, they get where you live. This is how they're able to know where you live and know how to remember they know where you live. Okay? So always remember that. All right? And let me tell you something. Let me tell you a secret. Always keep curses for your enemies in your back pocket because we're dealing with very wicked people. I know some of you Christians are going to be like, no, God said, bless my enemies. Well, you bless your enemies while they murder you. So people who have sense, always keep some curses in your back pocket as weapons. Okay? And don't be afraid to use it. Don't be afraid to curse the living existence out of your enemies. Do not be afraid because sometimes it will be what will save your life. Okay? All right. So I got to get going. Thank you for joining me. And when I have something of importance to say, I'll be back. Guys, use the information I gave you. Use it. It will help you. Okay? It will help you get the hell out of this program. Peace out.